welcome to thecampingplace.com. My name is Darren. Today I'm going to be reviewing a backpack for you by ULA called the Circuit. Let's get started. Okay, here it is, the ULA Circuit. This is my personal pack. I purchased this in 2009 for my John Muir Trail trip. I've probably hiked with it probably close to 300 miles. I have it partially stuffed so you can kind of get an idea of the shape of it. Okay, I wanted to put it on and let you see what it looks like as it's being worn. It's not a very large pack, but it's not a very small pack. It's a mid-sized pack. It's 4,200 cubic inches. If you add up the hip pockets, the expandable water bottle pockets, the expansion pocket on the side here, or the back I mean, it's about 4,200 cubic inches. It's definitely big enough for a multi-day trip, even up to a week if you're conservative with what you take. And as far as weight, it's about middle of the road for weight. There are packs that are much heavier, and there's packs that are lighter. There are sub 1 pound packs. Then again there are 8-pound packs like Big Mountain Smith that I have. I don't use it anymore, but it's 8 pounds empty. This one is 39 ounces. So just over 3 pounds in the medium configuration. We'll talk about sizing here in just a moment. Being a mid-sized pack, this is designed to carry mid-sized loads. You're not going to be carrying 40, 50 pounds with this pack. It's A, not going to fit, and B, it doesn't have the suspension system to support that kind of weight. But if you can get your pack weight down to 20, 30 pounds, this will be a very, very comfortable pack to carry. One of the heaviest weights I've carried, heaviest loads that I've carried with this pack was after a food resupply, and I think I was probably 38 pounds. It was pretty heavy, but I still could carry it fine. The hip belt carried much of the weight, and it was doable. But as soon as I got down below 35, it just got much better. So if you can get down to 20, 30, I think you won't find a more comfortable pack. Let's go over some of the features now. Like I said, this one was purchased in 2009 by myself. They've made a few modifications. For instance, this bottom patch now is Cordura, so it's a little tougher. Not that this is weak. This material right here is called their ULA 210 Robic fabric. This was set down on granite plenty of times. I just don't drag it across the granite, but it's definitely tough fabric. I'm not sure why they switched to Cordura. Maybe they had some complaints, but I have no complaints for this fabric. I would put it anywhere. They did also change from a mesh side pocket to a Cordura side pocket. These are excellent for carrying your water bottles. You can reach back there, grab granola bars, snacks, water bottles, sunblock, whatever you want. Very easy to reach back and utilize those pockets. That was definitely a requirement for me when I was looking for a pack. There's an expandable front pocket here that you can put your wet jacket in, or items that you need to quickly get at, such as first aid kit, maybe a trowel, sunglasses, hats, towels, whatever. If you want to put something on the outside that you can get to even faster, there's some shot corded lines here. I would hang socks off of that, let them dry as I was hiking along. There's also 2 ice axe loops here that you can use to secure ice axe. You could even rig up trekking poles to carry there if you wanted to. Although these pockets are big enough, you could slide poles in the pockets. Another feature I really enjoyed on this pack are these 2 hip belt pockets. The things I put in here are little knick-knacky things: sunblock, water treatment drops, snacks. On one side, on the other side, I would put my camera and tripod, as that was essential for me on my John Muir Trail trip. You can also put an extra battery. It's unlimited what you can put in those little side pockets. I think they're very essential. while we're looking at the business end of this pack, let's talk about some of the sizing. This hip belt you can order in 5 different sizes, one of those being a kid's size. So that gives you a lot of flexibility as to the comfort and fit of the pack. I've also found that the width of this hip belt is very comfortable. It evenly distributes the weight across your hips, so there's no strap to dig in. They've got a neat adjustment system on this pack. You simply click it together with a decent sized belt clip, not a giant buckle, and then you can adjust with these 2 ladder locks. I found it very easy to adjust, so I'm happy with that. Also, as far as the torso length, that also comes in 5 different sizes, with one of those sizes being kids. So this pack can be built for anybody. And the great thing about ULA, being a small shop, they custom make all their packs. When you place your order, they'll actually make it for you right then. There are 2 shapes of shoulder straps you can pick from now, a J shape and an S shape. This is the J shape. There's a description on their website about what body types are best for which shape of shoulder strap. Another feature I deem essential on a pack is a nice sternum strap. That's going to help prevent the shoulder straps from splaying outward against your shoulders. That will reduce strain on your shoulders, and you can adjust how high they ride up on your chest easily as that. Another very important feature that they've put into these packs is a load lifter strap. After you would put the pack on and tighten your hip belt and tighten down the shoulder strap, you would want to tighten up your load lifter strap. And what that does, I'll show you, it's going to raise the shoulder strap up off your shoulder and transfer that weight down through the pack frame to your hip belt, so you can get the majority of your weight off your shoulders and onto your hip belt. Speaking of the suspension system, there's a lightweight carbon fiber and Delrin suspension hoop that attaches from one hip belt and comes up around through the pack and down to the other hip belt. There's also a dense foam pad inside here. What that does, it works together to transfer the weight from your shoulders down to your hip belt. It also increases the rigidity of the pack without limiting your range of movement. As you can see, it's got a great flexibility in the pack. That's really important when you're climbing over logs or rocks and going off trail. You want to have a flexible pack. That's one of the major advantages of an internal frame pack over your old external frame packs, which didn't flex at all. Okay, here's a look from the inside of what the suspension hoop looks like. You can see the carbon fiber and the Delrin, and that comes around. And I'll also show you the aluminum stay. This is an optional accessory you can purchase. You can custom bend this aluminum stay to your own body shape for a custom fit, and that's just going to give you a little bit better load carrying capacity for the pack. Okay, I've unloaded it now so we can take a look at the inside. It's coated with a waterproof coating, so you don't have to worry about using a rain cover with this. What you can do, though, if you're going to really be out in the rain for a long time, you could get like a trash compactor bag or some type of contractor bag, plastic sack, and stick that in here and put everything inside that. That's probably the best way to keep your gear dry. But I found that with the coating on here for mild rain, it does a good job of keeping things dry. And I just want to draw your attention to the quality that I see here. Every internal seam is taped. Very nice, clean sewing job here. Everything looks really, really good on this. You can tell they take a lot of pride in their work. At the stress points, everything's bar tacked. Like I said, I've gone, probably 300 plus miles with this pack, and there's really no signs of wear at all. Okay, so inside you just got one big large compartment, and to give you an idea of the kind of volume, this is the Bear Vault BV 500. It's kind of their smallest bear canister. Some places where you find yourself camping or hiking, the Park Service is requiring these by law because there might be such a bad problem with bears or other critters. So it wasn't an option on the John Muir Trail for most of it. I had to have a bear vault, or not bear vault, but a bear container. So this was able to fit right inside here, and I just carried that on the bottom. And yeah, it didn't look very pretty, but there's really no easy way to carry a big hard canister like that. But it did fit just fine, and I had room for soft things on the side. I put other objects down here to fill up the corners, and it worked just fine. And I would only need to pull it out at the end of the day when I stopped camp, so it wasn't too inconvenient. But so it'll hold a lot inside. The inside volume is actually, I think, about 2,500 cubic inches. Okay, I've got two accessories that I did purchase with this pack, in addition to that aluminum stay. This is a mesh carrier, a little zippered pocket. I would put a little field notebook with a pencil in here and just attach it to these internal loops right here, and it would sit just vertical in my pack. I found it was a good place to keep things that I didn't want to get bent. This is the pocket to carry a hydration bladder. It simply goes in like this, and there's quick clips that clip on here, and allows you to secure your water bladder in a very neat manner. And then, as I said, your tube will come out either corner according to how you like to wear it. So that's a neat accessory if you're going to use a water bladder. One thing I didn't cover yet was the price. Currently, this pack is selling for $225. I don't think that's an unreasonable price. It's priced right with most other packs that you'll find on the market today. Packs of good quality anyway. So I think that's a fair price to ask for a pack like this. Again, a good lightweight pack for backpacking, the ULA Circuit.